Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this episode is partially the fight between Cyber-Org and the others, and then finishing the fight with the Queen on his side, and then the fight between Issei, Rias, Cyber-Org, and his pawn. And, yeah, next episode is gonna be epic! Oh my god! Anyway, this episode, essentially the others are trying to slow Cyber-Org down and make him use his Phoenix Tears. But it appears as though Rosfisa gets KO'd at first. And then it's just Kiba and Zenobia trying to slow him down, but thankfully they had a plan apparently, and Rosfisa wasn't actually taken out. It was just a illusion or something, and they actually get to the point where they cut off his arm, essentially. What the? Is that the light doing that? Okay, I don't know what the heck was going on there, but I don't know if you guys saw that light flashing. I was like, what the heck? Is that like ceiling light? Anyway, but yeah, they make him use his Phoenix Tear. So, his arm is back. But now he has no Phoenix Tears going into the next round. Which is good, because he don't need that right now. He's just gonna have a hard enough time in this fight. And, obviously they all get KO'd. And Issei's kind of letting that get to him in the next fight between him and the Queen. And Cyber-Org actually forces his Queen to retire, because if he hadn't, the attack that would have hit her, would have killed her. They allow killing in this game, I guess? I don't know. Apparently it's a real possibility, but what would happen if that happened? Would they still be alive, or is it just a death in the game, or I don't know. But yeah, essentially Issei wins, but next fight essentially is the finale for this rating game between Cyber-Org and his pawn versus Issei and Rias. Issei goes against Cyber-Org while Rias tries to take out the pawn, and we find out that the pawn, the reason that he doesn't use the pawn until now is because he only uses the pawn with himself, because the pawn is actually the lion from Greek mythology that Heracles had to kill. You know, the big golden lion from the mythology? That's the lion. And it doesn't have a master right now, so it's kind of unstable. That's why he only has it with him in the fights. That's why he never uses his pawn. So yeah, that's something, considering Heracles himself had to go and defeat it. That's how bad it was. Yeah. And Cyber-Org and Issei trade blows for a bit until they see that the lion had gravely injured Rias to make Issei use his Phoenix Tears, which Cyber-Org wasn't too happy about, but he can't really kind of take it back now. And Issei goes and uses it on her, and the lion wants Cyber-Org to don him as armor, and Cyber-Org was the first against this because he said it was only for emergencies, like if the underworld was in grave danger. And Issei tells him to use it because he wants to fight him at his best, or else their efforts are worth nothing. So he does it, and he wears essentially golden lion armor at this point, and now Issei's having a really hard time with this, and actually gets down for the count for a moment. And in Issei's sacred gear, those guys in the robes are kind of, trying to activate the Juggernaut form again. But this time it would obviously be not the form he was in before, but obviously a much more powerful one, which would not be good. And while this is going on, the crowd, a bunch of the kids from the Gravid Dragon shows, start to cheer him on, along with Irina, of course, and Rias is telling them, yeah, the kids are all cheering for you, you've got to do this for them, and before Issei can, fall victim to the same fate as the others, the gem from Volley that he had gotten, that he put in the Sacred Gear before, comes out, essentially, and a person from, all the previous holders of the White Dragon Emperor pops up and helps him out. And it sucks, essentially, that that guy seems very, very chill. He seems like a good guy from what little we see of him, which makes me wonder what the previous White Dragon Emperors were like, Were they all like Volley, or were they, some of them nice guys? Anyway, he talks with Issei and gets him to realize, essentially, that he can do this in his own way without falling victim to the Juggernaut Drive, and he gets him to finally say that he loves Rias. And Issei gets up at this point, and his gem is not green anymore, it's a deep red, just like Rias' hair. And I think it's in this episode, but he says, "I love Rias Grimory," for all to hear. And oh boy, this next episode is going to be for the history books, essentially. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah. We are almost there, everybody. We are almost there. Almost done with High School DxD. And I'm actually recording this before I even edit those episodes. Because I've only got up to episode 7 edited at the moment, as I'm recording this. So, these will be uploaded as I get them edited. Or at least I hope so, as long as BitChute cooperates with me. Because I would have gotten Dragon Ball Z Kai done a lot sooner had BitChute not been screwing with me, essentially. Because I would upload the video, I would have to, normally wait for it to finish processing, and then it would be visible for everybody to watch. It would get to the point where it's processing, and it looks like, I know it's almost done when the thumbnail pops up on it, but it would pop up right away, and then it would just take forever, and it would probably never do it unless I had deleted it and tried again. So, yeah, that's why it took so long. Here's hoping that doesn't happen again. Anyway, we are going for the finale next time, guys. Here we go.